Once saved, always saved churches don't obey the Lord Jesus Christ. So if you go there, don't worry about being reproved for your sins because they tolerate their sins. And the reason is that they are not servants of God, they are servants of the devil. If you try exhorting them to obey the Lord, they will tell you, Jesus said don't judge. Wait a minute. Now they're instructing into righteousness? They obviously don't say that because they care about obeying the Lord's commandments, but to condemn you. And if they can, to get you to destroy your own relationship with the Lord, to get you off their back so they can uninterruptedly continue their hypocrisy. If you have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ and are actively hearing His voice and abiding in His will for your life every day, I'm not talking about a relationship between you and the Bible or church people, because that can result in dramatic changes in doctrine over time. I'm talking about you pray and the Lord answers your prayers. I'm talking about the Lord using you and speaking through you as He did on the day of Pentecost. I can give you an example from my relationship with the Lord. The Lord speaks through me often, mostly at night, and the word of the Lord comes to me and my mouth speaks, and I record myself with the phone. Often in the morning I don't remember what the Lord spoke to me, and I listen to the recordings and then I share them on social media. About a year ago, the Lord spoke through me these words: faith must grow more and more, and love must grow more and more, which I shared on social media. A few days ago, I was reading in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, where I must have read before, but maybe not in the last year. So I want to read from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting with verse 1. Furthermore, then, we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Jesus, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk and to please God, so ye would abound more and more. For ye know what commandments we gave you by the Lord Jesus. For this is the will of God, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not God, that no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such, as we also have forewarned you and testified. For God had not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness. He therefore that despiseth not man, but God, who hath also given unto us his Holy Spirit. But as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of God to love one another. And indeed ye do it toward all the brethren which are in all Macedonia, but we beseech you, brethren, that ye increase more and more, and that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing. Now, what an amazing confirmation is that for me, that I'm serving the Lord, God Almighty. Maybe not for those who don't believe me, but for me it is, and nobody can take that away from me. Unfortunately, most Christians and churches around the world are decreasing in faith and love more and more. If you have a relationship with the Lord, keep your eyes and focus on Him and follow the guidance of the Holy Spirit alone. Because once you start following after men, you are lost. If you don't have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, you don't need anybody else but the Lord Jesus Christ. So seek Him with all your heart in diligent prayer and in everything you do every day until you find Him. If I'm not diligent in prayer every day, and if I don't treasure my relationship with the Lord above everything every day, my relationship with the Lord grows colder and colder, and maybe I continue making videos on YouTube and sharing things on social media on my own. How do you know the true from the false? You will know them by their fruit. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you.